Hi everyone, Nevada Nail Person. So today I'm going to be sharing my items that I used in my makeup basket this week. It just gives you a view of what I've been using, and this way I could give you either little opinions, little mini reviews on these items. So that's the purpose of this whole basket, just to rotate my product, give mini reviews, and use up my stash. So please subscribe, and I will leave a link down below, and let's get started. So today is Saturday, October 15th, so Saturdays I use usually a BB cream, something a little bit lighter, just because I don't have to get all glammed up to go get a pedicure. So at the very end, I can't tell how many more uses. The Stila Stay All Day HD Illuminating Beauty Balm. I could tell that it's got that sound that comes out when you squeeze it, so it's almost done. But a new product that I tried out this week, this is the L'Oreal Lumi Cushion, and I'm using it in W2, and I am really happy with this. Is it a favorite method to use a foundation or some kind of coverage on my face? Probably not, but I'm not going to say I would never use it again, but I'll use what I have. I also have a Dr. Jart as well. What I've been doing, I don't think I would use this little puff thing, but I would dip my beauty blender right in directly into the cushion. And I like the coverage that it gives. It's very similar to a BB cream. You can probably build it up a tad to be like a light medium type coverage, almost medium. So that's perfect. That's exactly what I look for in an everyday foundation. So I'm very, very happy with this. Wore pretty well for me. So very happy with this, and it's very matte. There's no illumination like I was using the L'Oreal Pro Glow, so that provided some illumination. So to sub for that, I pulled out this little deluxe size of That Girl from Benefit. It's a brightening face primer. So this was very interesting. It's probably on par with that Becca illuminating. So you can see it has a little bit of illumination. So I really been liking this, and then in combination with it gives you that little bit of luminosity. So really liking that combo. For face, I ran out of my Laura Mercier setting powder because I've been doing the dip method with my beauty blender or Real Technique sponge, whatever I was using that day. So I really slammed through that product. So I put it in my empties, and I'll repurpose that jar for that RCMA powder. So we'll get to that shortly, but I just used that up. So in the meantime, when I ran out, I still had my NARS crystal powder in my basket, but I don't want to use this up too much, and it's just so weird that like you can go like this and barely see anything on your finger. But when I was going through my drawer to look for this, I found this, which is it says a pore cover powder. It says sweet cotton. It's from a brand Halika, which is a Korean brand, and I think they have them that brand in. They might have it in Sephora, but this is just a facial setting powder pore cover. So it's very finely milled, and I kind of like this. So I've been liking dipping the sponge in the setting powder, although it gets all over me. You open it up and it gets all up down your shirt. So although I like the method to set down, this is very, very messy. And I've been enjoying this little powder. So it's a nice little treasure that I found. Look, I think I saw something fall out. So also for face, I got this in 21 Days of Beauty. This is the Fiona Styles Sheer Sculpting Palette in light medium. For this little palette, I'm honestly not that impressed. I found it a little patchy. I don't know if it's me and just getting used to using a new foundation. I'm providing excuses now, but I think I'm going to leave this in my basket and give it another week and see. Maybe I just need a learning curve on how to use this. I don't know, but I found it a little bit patchy. I do have some pigmentation on my skin, but I don't know if it's me or the product. So I'm on the fence on this, so I'm going to leave it in the basket another week to try out. Also for face, I used up my little Benefit What's Up, the cream, the first layer of highlight. So what I'm defaulting to now for a cream under highlight is the Cover FX. And the shades were out on here, so I can't tell you. I think one is bubbly. I think I could barely see that during the week. But when you have a little bit of product on your finger and you push, it it wears the name off, which is not a good thing, but it did. So these are the Cover FX. I think they're called Click Sticks. I think I saw that somewhere. Yeah, click sticks. And you can get a bunch of these. They're in all different formats. There's highlighters, there's concealers. I think they have foundation in these little minis. And then you could buy this little holder, and this way you have two neatly packed together. So there are two highlighters in this little container, which I purchased. One is bubbly, I believe. So one is a sheerer, like a light, very light, pinky gold shade. And then this other shade is more of a champagne shade. So unfortunately I don't know the names of them offhand, but they're Cover FX Click Sticks. So I've been using how much product you get offhand, I don't know in grams, but it's pretty sufficient. It took me a while to go through that Benefit What's Up, so this is a little bit bigger. So you'll see this around for a while. So I have another product over, which is a lot more shimmery, but that's my start. What I have on in this highlight that you see is this Ofra Beverly Hills highlighter. And this is the one that's in the wheel. It's kind of sectioned by a product. I have to be careful because I have to show you what's going on here. So it's that highlight that's the wheel, but can you see the powder in this case? It's unreal how much kicked up. I think this is still powder that kicked up from the second day that I used it. So basically for the remainder of the week, including today, I just dipped my sponge brush in the powder residue from the first 2 days that I swirled my brush in it. So this product is probably the most powdery product I've ever encountered. Extremely powdery, as you can see. But it does give you some of that bam, which you can see. Another downside I noticed, it doesn't last as long as I think it should. I noticed, and I tend to, if I'm keying at work, I'll be sitting like this, and of course I'll wear off that section, you know, as I'm leaning and typing on the computer, so it appears to wear off faster than normal, even with setting spray. But I do like it a lot, though. It is pretty much one of those BAM highlighters. So, and I'm kind of puffy today. I don't know if you could tell. I woke up, had to put some eye patches on because it's windy and hot here today. The air conditioner is going on, and I'm very puffy. So excuse my puffiness. And then for my eyes, I think I just used up my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion Anti-Aging version. I can't believe I went through this, but that's what happens when you use something consistently. Love it. So it's going to go in the trash bin right now. Another item I picked up or found in my drawer randomly, well, not randomly, I was going through, I was using my Dior Show mascara that I started last week and carried over to this week, and I said, well, it's still, let me pick out another one. I have enough. I could just move on with this one. So this one was just okay. So the Dior Show. So I just noticed this, and it was kind of bigger than the rest of the mascara sample. So I thought at first it was a lipstick or something that got mixed in. So I picked it up and I said, oh, Clinique Chubby Lash. So it is mascara. I'll use this then. Oh my God, I love this mascara. It's great. I didn't, initially when I opened it, I didn't think I would, because it's one of those plastic barely there type of wands where there's no distinct brush. It's just the plastic little spikes. But let me tell you, it did get into my lashes and did give me some lashes. Now, of course, I have very sparse, fine, uncurly, very straight, hard to curl lashes. And I could actually get in there. And this is the Clinique Chubby Lash Fattening Mascara in black. Jumbo Jet is the name of it, actually. But I'm really liking this, and I'm so happy I tried it. Excellent product, definitely carrying through to next week. Something I would put on the list to purchase full size. Love it. And I'm very picky with mascara. So, for eyes, as I mentioned, these two guys. The other thing, the palette, the eyeshadow palette this week, I used the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics. So first of all, I have to be careful because the mirror did come out. So it has this large mirror, but it's also, I think, magnetically secured into the top. So I don't know if it's me or what. I don't know if glue maybe got, it separated from the glue, but I was able to push the mirror back. I heard the snap of a magnet. So apparently the mirror is held in with a magnet. So let's move on to the shadows. I'm going to move it around. There goes the brush. So this is a palette of 6 to 12. It says matte eyeshadows, but this shade, which is below, is that a glow? Or glow. It does have just that. There's a little bit of glow there. Oh, you can barely see it. But out of this whole palette of mattes, this is the only one that's got like maybe like a satin type finish. But I've been enjoying this palette all week. I have it on now. It just gives you a basic eye look. I am a big fan of having those little sub palettes. I always have my Naked Urban Decay Basics in. I'm just dropping everything today. I have the Naked Basics in my makeup basket, which is just a palette of some, like just that, basics. So you could build up like a crease shade if needed. When I was using the Kat Von D Serpentina palette last week, I relied heavily on that palette for some crease coverage and for underneath my eyes. This would extend out any future palettes that I used that are a little bit more on the colorful side because it does have a lot of great creased shades and that little shade with a little bit of glow that you could put in the corner. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm not going to swatch them all because there's so many videos out there. I try not to watch everyone's videos about it because I don't want to form someone else's opinion. I want my opinion. So I'm very happy with this. It's like I said, all matte, very natural if you work in an office. If you're on the less adventurous side, but you want something with a little bit of an extended range of color, perfect to start out with. So I am very happy with this palette and highly recommend it. So that is an Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basic. So it is a little bit bigger if I put it in my makeup basket, but it's worth it. It's basically double the size of this. So happy for that. Another product new that I'm trying out is the Marc Jacobs, what is this called? Air Blush. And I got it in 502 lines in last night. So this is a beautiful blush. This is my first Marc Jacobs blush, and it's that one with the different tones that eventually blend into each other. And I really do like this blush because you can use this end for a little bit of an intense look or this side for a little bit lighter look. This is like a peachy coral, which is perfect for my skin tone. This is something I would normally use. And there is a slight shimmer with this blush as well, so I'm going to go in the middle like I did. And there's the shade. So it just gives you a nice little flush. So I used it right from the middle. So I'm very, very happy with this. I know it's a little bit on the pricier side, but I think it's an excellent product. It did wear well, and I'm very happy with this. So I see right here 8 grams, 0.282 ounces, so it's a pretty large pan, as you can tell. Let me compare it to like a normal compact, so Ophir's like a normal compact size, so it's pretty big. So a nice big blush, nice big mirror. Great product from Marc Jacobs. So for eyes, of course, for my brows, I've been using my Anastasia Brow Wiz. I think I'm using it in soft brown. Yes, I am. And I did use up the Anastasia Brunette Brow Gel. So that's in the trash right now. So I wanted to use something else. And this is the L'Oreal, and it wore off. I think it's called Brow Stylist. So I did recommend this to Ashley recently. This is an eyebrow mascara from the drugstore, and as you can see, it has that little wand or little brush similar to Benefit Give Me Brow. It's just a tad bigger, just slightly, but it's the same idea. It can build up your brows and hold them in place, and it's drugstore. And I looked it up for my mother, who was looking for something like this because she wanted the Benefit, and I said, you don't have money for that, you know, look for something a little bit more comparable. So I looked this up on Walmart site so she can get it there where she lives, and I think it was like $8 in Walmart. So it's a great product. Now for lips, what I took out was, and I'm not sure if that video is up yet, but I do have a holiday haul, and I purchased the Tartiste lip paints, and this is a set of minis. There's 8 in this bunch. I just can't hold anything today. So there's 8. So these are the shades. So one thing I noticed right away, when you apply these lipsticks, now I'm going to speak to the color itself. The color that applies to your lips seems to be slightly darker than what you see in the tubing, the clear glass tubing. I don't know what it is, but that's the first thing I noticed. So any shade that you see, it's going to come off slightly darker. The formula is more of a liquid lipstick, like a traditional liquid lipstick, not a long-wearing, dry-down matte type of liquid lipstick, but a liquid lipstick with a stain. So when you apply it, yes, it can transfer, but you do get that staining, which is nice as well. So I do obviously enjoy these. I do purchase a full size. This is the same formula as that Bunny Graveyard Girl, her lip paint. So I purchased that, and I like that lipstick a lot. So tried these out for the deluxe size holiday kit. So now I have a nice range of them, and loving these. So I can't go through the shades because they're in teeny tiny writing on the bottom, and honestly, I can't even see. So I'd have to get my glasses. They didn't list it on the box, so I'm not even sure what shades are in here. If I liked any in particular, if I actually get through a full bottle and want a full size, I would probably have to kind of match it up based on what I see is available. So that was the only downside. I don't know what shades I have here. Love the product though. And then finally, Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick. I really do love the formula of these liquid lipsticks. They're long wearing. I started out the week with Celebrity Skin, which is just a nice nude shade. Really like it a lot. I think I shared this on Snapchat, if you want to follow me. Snapchat, nvnailperson. So I was using Celebrity Skin a couple times during the first part of the week, and then I think on Wednesday or Thursday I got Leo, which is his new shade. Leo is more of a browner, where Celebrity Skin is more of a mauve-y nude. This is a browner, warmer nude. So that's Leo. So that's it. I'm going to wrap up. If you have any questions, let me know. I'll leave the MAB giveaway information below. And if you have any other questions, let me know, and I will talk to you soon.